Hey guys, welcome to another episode of V-Adventures. Today on our very first cruise ever. So we don't know what we're doing. It's a lot of excitement. There's a lot of stuff that we've been learning along the ways. We will try to share with you everything that we have learned so far. But for right now, the very first step I gotta give you, come early. It makes things easier, maybe faster. I don't know. This is our first time, but look at all these people coming off, getting in. So it is exciting. We cannot wait to get onto that ship. And I've been practicing the sheep because I say it in a bad way. But anyway, vámonos. Let's go. Oh, wait. I cannot go yet. I gotta wait. Let's wait. Hey guys, so we're finally here in our stay room, and this is the very first time that we got our key. So let's go ahead and get the fun going. Let's see. Hopefully I can open this. Everybody's got a card. Let's go ahead and open it.
Our cabin was fantastic, providing ample space for all four of us, and Ceci especially enjoyed the magnetic stickers. And now, a message from La Patrona.
Happy anniversary, husband! Hey guys, thank you for being with us celebrating our 15-year anniversary here at the Carnival Breeze. So we're learning a lot along the ways, but one of the things that I can say for you guys that have never been on a cruise is that you can make your special occasion extra special by getting a cake, flowers, decorations, all kinds of different things. So in this cruise, we are celebrating our 15-year anniversary and my dad's birthday. So he's in another stateroom with my brother, but he's going to also be getting like a tray of sandwiches to celebrate his birthday. So anyways, we're gonna start getting into some cake and then go and explore the ship. Who wants cake? Me!
The sail away party was a blast and lived up to our expectations. Mrs. V-Adventurous really got into the groove of it, as you guys can see, making one of the most fun times we've had in a long time. Despite the crowd, it added to the enjoyment, and we capped off the party with a visit to Guy's Burgers, a perfect ending to our enjoyable little celebration.
Miss V-Adventurous and Big V-Adventurous wanted to enjoy the sunset here, celebrating 15-year anniversary. I wouldn't have it any other way. Mrs. V-Adventurous, I love you very, very much. You are my heart, my soul, my everything.
I love you too, baby. Don't forget to be adventurous. Let's go.
Let's go.
Vámonos. Hey guys, welcome to day 2 on the V-Adventure's very first cruise. We have learned so much about cruising, especially as a family. This is so much fun, there's so much to do. Bad news are, Ceci cannot be in any of the pools of the cruise. So we are a little bit sad about that because any babies that have diapers, even if they're the swimming diapers or they're not potty trained completely, they're not allowed in the pools. This is fine for people without kids. But for families with little babies that we still want to have fun with them, it is really bad news. This is our gallery, and there's gonna be like an art action today. So a lot of beautiful paintings. Ceci already picked 1 or 2 to take home. So we're gonna go and check them out, and we're gonna see what more can we find in this great cruise. So don't forget, like and subscribe. Ceci, tell them, don't forget to be adventurous. Let's go. Vámonos. We're listening to some guitar music, and today is elegant day, so we're all dressed up, and we're waiting for our time to check in for our dinner. We're very hungry. The ship is moving a little bit right now, so I got my little stickers so I don't get seasick. Whoa, that was a big move. One thing I'm gonna tell you is probably I overpacked. There's just so many activities happening at the same time that it's just so hard to even know what to do, which one to pack for. So I just brought everything. I don't think we're gonna be able to make them all, but this one was a fun one. So we're gonna have dinner and then we'll see what else we're gonna do. This is endless activities for everybody. So we'll see, all right? To the next one. Hey guys, welcome back. We just finished our elegant night dinner. It was amazing. Everything was great. The service, the food, the drink, the show.
We had a live performance.
Yes, live performance. It was great. And we are just coming back to the room to get a little more comfortable, to keep the party going all night long. So one of the really cool things I was expecting or was hoping for was to get to our room and get this little friend right here. I don't know if you can tell from the picture, but it's a turtle. And some people were saying that nowadays the cruises are going away from doing this. Well, we found ours, and it's the cutest little turtle right here. I'm so in love with it. I already took many pictures, but I can see why people love it so much. I think we're gonna do some things differently for the next time, but there's definitely a next time for the V-Adventurous family. We loved it. Now we're more prepared. We know what to expect.
One thing that we definitely learned about, this being our first cruise is that on the next cruise, we're not going to pack as much. Right, Mrs. V-Adventurous?
We will try not to pack as much.
Miss 5 bags over here. That was definitely too much. But yes, the cruising is definitely for the V-Adventurous family. So far, we love it.
It's great. We actually use Spirit Cruises. I'm a gold member, and I typically get good discounts there. So they did it for us this time. And Spirit, if you want to sponsor us, I'm a gold member. But anyways, that was like the least expensive way to bring the whole family to this cruise. And I just let her pick everything for me. Carnival, so far we like it. I love it. I understand why it has
a little bit of a bad reputation.
Yeah, it is a party cruise. Some people, I think that they forget that not everybody wants to party as hard as they want. One thing I gotta say is if you're gonna get a cruise, we took the one from Galveston. This is like a road trip for us. It's 4 hours, 4.5 hours, 5 to where we live. But definitely come one day before your cruise. A lot of people was having problems getting in, and we definitely recommend you to be in the cruise port one day before your departure in the cruise.
When you guys are getting parking for the cruise, if you guys are driving an electric vehicle, make sure that you do use the PlugShare app, even if you're driving a Tesla, so that you guys can have information on which parking places offer charging included with your parking, fee.
One other thing I just remember right now is like there is so many good food places. We have not paid for any food so far, and we're definitely enjoyed our meals. Iceberger was great. The breakfast place was great. Oh, the elegant dinner in the main dining room was awesome. Buffet was okay. But we haven't paid for anything else, just the drinks. We did not buy the drink package. I don't think it's worth it. So far, I only have one drink yesterday and 2 today, so I don't think that cannot drink 15 drinks. So the other thing is like every time that you come, every adult can bring a bottle of wine. So we bought 3. We haven't even opened one. So that's another thing. If you want to save a little bit like that, don't buy the drink package. Just get the drink as you go and bring your own wine. So
if you're not looking to come and get hammered on a cruise, you're probably better off not getting the drink package. If you're just a person who drinks 1 or 2 drinks or 3 drinks, we think it's just better for you to pay for each individual drink. I think the drink package is more for somebody that they know that they're gonna come and have a great time and drink.
If you buy the drink package, the whole crew on your room needs to pay for it as well. We're gonna get ready. We're gonna continue the party. We have so many things to do still. The casino, the club, dancing. Please like and comment down below and let us know if we missed anything since it just went through in the middle. And until the next time, let's go. Vámonos. Like and subscribe. Bye. Cozumel, Mexico.
Hello everyone, Cozumel Mexico blew us away, and we have to share this amazing experience with you. On our port day, we hit up the Xcambo Adventure Beach Park, and it was a total game changer. Seriously, the place is a slice of paradise. I'm talking clear waters, sunny beaches, the whole deal. Wish we could have extended our stay because one day just scratched the surface. But for little V-Adventurous and myself, snorkeling was the highlight. It was an absolute blast, and we cannot wait for round 2 in Cozumel. And moving on to our tequila tasting experience, I think I might have gone a tad overboard with the samples, but hey, I'm on vacation. Who can blame me, right? Now onto the real talk. I found that the tequila prices were a bit steep, but that's the deal, I guess, when you go into a touristy spot. Quick heads up for all you savvy travelers out there. If you decide to snag some Mexican spirits while cruising with Carnival, here's a scoop. Carnival's got this rule: you can't enjoy your newly purchased alcohol on board. Nope, they'll hold on to it for you and hand it back on the last day of your cruise when you're ready to disembark. Just a little tidbit to keep in mind as you plan your onboard sips and souvenir shoppings. But wait, there is more. You see, La Patrona has a soft spot for margaritas, and I think it might just be her kryptonite. And guess what? She even struck up a new friendship along the way.
Whenever you come to Cozumel, come and visit my friend over here.
Yes, I'm J-Lo. Juan
J-Lo,
Lopez.
the Mexican J-Lo.
Yes, Mexican.
And he's going to hook you up.
Mucho tequila.
Mucho
And
tequila.
what happened-
Vámonos.
What happened
Let's
in
go.
Park? Stay in the park.
I think La Patrona had quite a few margaritas and had a lot of fun, just like on our Great Wolf Lodge video.
Cabeza Olmeca, guys. This is after 5 margaritas. I have no clue, but Cozumel is so much fun. Go! Vámonos! Yay! Don't forget to be adventurous. Let's go!
The tacos de cochinita pibil were on point. They were pretty good. Come and get yourself a taco de cochinita pibil. They were great. Highly recommended. The Adventurous seal of approval. Let's go.
The Xcambo Adventure Beach Park, which I hope I'm pronouncing right, is a top attraction in Cozumel with a multitude of offerings. In our opinion, the Sea Lion show was a fantastic experience that the kids absolutely enjoyed. If you're traveling with children, we highly recommend this park for a delightful and fun-filled experience for the little ones. As our idyllic stay in paradise came to a close, we reluctantly made our way back to the ship. Anticipating our next destination, Puerto Progreso, the allure of the surroundings was so enchanting that none of us were ready to bid farewell to the beauty of the moment and return to the ship. As night fell, La Patrona and I seized the opportunity to sneak away and lose ourselves in a night of dancing. It had been too long since our last dance, making this spontaneous moment with my better half absolutely amazing and refreshing. In Puerto Progreso, our tour guides informed us that recent heavy rainfall had flooded the cenotes, making them inaccessible. Flexing our plans, we opted for a visit to Xcambo, including the salt mines at Xtampu and the Seahorse Hotel. The journey to this diverse experience was just a 45-minute bus ride from the port. Xcambo unfolds as a haven of ancient Mayan ruins. While not as widely recognized as some archaeological sites, it unveils a distinct window to Mayan history and architecture, boasting diverse structures like temples and residential areas, a testament to Mayan craftsmanship and ingenuity. And a cool fun fact about Xcambo is that you can actually climb on top of these ruins. Salinera Xtampu is a fascinating destination known for its ancient Mayan salt mines. Explore the traditional methods of salt production as you witness the salt crystallization and process in the expansive salt flats and shallow pools. Learn about the historical significance of salt trade in Mayan civilization while immersing yourself in the serene and visual striking landscape. The tacos were absolutely delicious, and by the way, don't miss out on trying a Mexican popsicle. Go for the coconut flavor. You can thank me later. The Seahorse Hotel is exclusively for Carnival Cruise Line guests who can enjoy a day of sun, sand, and fun. This is the perfect place to experience the beauty and culture of the Yucatan Peninsula. And in my opinion, this place had the best food out of every place that I ate during this cruise. Little V-Adventures is like a fish in water, and Ceci found a new love for sand. She couldn't stop playing with it. I think she still had sand in her hair when we got off the cruise.
Somebody's tired.
And on board the ship, our favorite place to eat was the main dining room, which is called Sapphires. The atmosphere was fun, and it seemed like we always made it on time for a show. La Patrona was always dancing at Sapphires. She loved it. And I cannot complain about the food. The food was good every time we ate there. And if memory serves me right, I believe this was the best breakfast that we had on board.
Ceci, where's the donkey?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And Ceci had a ton of fun with running all over that ship. I honestly don't know where she gets all that energy from. Now it's time for one final tour of the ship, capturing those last precious memories. And who knows? I mean, I think Ceci might just have a future in golf. I honestly think she's got the swing for it. Our last dinner aboard the Carnival Breeze at the main dining room Sapphire was fantastic. The entire crew put on a delightful show, making it a memorable feast for our last night on board. We genuinely can't wait to embark on another cruise, maybe next year, God willing. I had to help little V-Adventurous with that mountain of sushi right there.
Okay guys, so this is the end of this amazing adventure. It was 9 days full of activities and all kinds of crazy memories. But we want to recap on our first cruise as a family. As a matter of fact, ever. We've never done one. This is the first one. We learned a lot of things along the way. And the main thing is, do we want to do it again, even though some things didn't go our way? Well, let me tell you. First, I'm going to say, at the very beginning, I was kind of upset or disappointed of the room that we had gotten, because I just told my travel agent or the person that assisted me with this booking, I said, hey, I'm just afraid I'm going to get seasick. I need a room for the whole family. I gave her all the details and she booked me a room. When I found out it was on the first deck, I was a little bit disappointed, but once we got there, actually, I think it was a great idea. Our view was just the ocean, and it did help with the motion sickness. I saw a lot of people on the comments on the Facebook group that they were getting so sick that they didn't want to come back ever again, that they wanted to get off of the ship. For us, I actually miss it. The rocking of the ship at night, I felt like a baby in the water. So I miss that. I might get me a water bed or something to make up for it now. So that was one of the things. So definitely what I'm going to change on our next cruise, here we go, because I want to tell you we're going to go yes or no at the end. But the other thing was, it was really low. I was afraid that the room was going to be so cramped up because it was going to be 5 of us. But my brother came along, so he had his own room, and my dad went with him. So it was just 4 of us. The space was just perfect. A lot of space, a lot of storage, 2 bathrooms. It was great. We didn't feel cramped. It was just good. I'm going to say the best thing on this cruise was our stateroom attendant. His name is Muliano from Indonesia, I believe, if I remember correctly. He truly made us feel so welcome, like kings and queens. It was just so amazing. His personality was just the sweetest, hardworking person. We had an incident where we had to get the sheets changed because Ceci messed them up. He came right away, like if I was giving him some gift or something, like happy to do extra work. He didn't see annoyed. I mean, his attitude was just amazing. He made me realize how amazing we have things here. It made me realize how hard work pays off and how other people is just looking for the opportunity to make their families better. So please, 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 if you go to any cruise, please tip your stay room attendants extra. I know that the gratuities come included with the stay, but I will say for the work they do and how they work them, they definitely deserve an extra little thank you on your part. So every day he made us pillows in different animals. I was looking forward to getting to the room to see what he had made. That was the highlight of my trip. As a matter of fact, he works 7 days straight. He does it for 6 months like everybody else in the ship, and then they go home for vacations. So I'm gonna say, please add the review when you go to a cruise. Please fill up the survey, let them know how they treated you. They need them. Okay, talking about the service, most people was good, right? You could see some people was not as happy as others, but I don't care about those. On our dining room, Resurrection, she was our waitress, and even when she wasn't our waitress, she was coming to see if we needed anything. She remembered our names, and I know they are paid to do that, but we were not even on the table she was serving. She remembers my daughter's name, my name. It was just so amazing. I mean, I don't know how they do it. I couldn't even remember my name on the second day of the trip, so it was wonderful. So kudos for most of the people on that works on these cruises. They work a lot, no days off until they go back home. So thumbs up for them. I'm just like in awe of all that I learned. But the room was good. What I'm gonna say for our next cruise, I'm gonna definitely get a 1 floor above. I'm not gonna get into the higher. I'm gonna get a 1 floor above with a balcony. So I think that will be like the perfect place for us, because I still don't want to get seasick. I want to enjoy just the sea and the views, being able to get out and in, but I don't want to be on the top, because then you see all the other people, you see everybody doing what they're doing, and to me that kind of takes away from it. The other thing I was so worried about this trip was the reputation of the Carnival cruises. I'm gonna be honest with you, people will say that they're kind of rowdy, like it's kind of like for, you know, like a circus kind of thing. Somebody mentioned that. If you see people acting crazy and that's not your taste, just move away. There's plenty of spaces where you can have your, you know, peace, or you want to have some other kind of fun, dance, do things. Yes, some people acted like fools, some people acted crazy. I was just gonna say tasteless. Like, to me it was just too much for a family cruise, but I understand they want to go and do their thing, and they have spaces for that. In all, I think that it's a very good family cruise, and you just gotta choose what you want. If you want to go and party like a crazy person, go and do that. If you want to go in a family cruise like we want, like do something fun for everybody, you can do that as well. One thing that was very disappointed though was the little kids like Ceci cannot get into the water. They have to be potty trained. So that took away from a trip, because we were not able to enjoy the pool. Like, we got in and they kick us out. I mean, I understand it's for good reasons, but I was disappointed. I would have known. I packed like 5 bathing suits and I didn't get to use but 1 or 2. But that's okay, because you have the port days, and in those port days you actually get to enjoy those type of things, and they don't have those kind of restrictions. Food. Okay, talking about the food, most places were so good. The buffet was okay. Not like some people said that it was like a upgraded hospital food. That was not it. It was okay. I would say like any other hotel free breakfast or kind of that food. Now, guys burgers, oh, delicious. They were so great. That's where Ceci was like loving the fries. The main dining room, every day we have something good and amazing. I just don't even want to go and weigh myself on how many. I actually weigh myself before coming in. I don't want to go and see how much I weigh now. It was great. The drinks, I think I had quite a few drinks, and they were all mainly good. There were some like I was like, oh, this was too strong. I'm not enjoying this, but there's good. Casino, they have casino for smoker people, which I can't. It gives me a headache. They have no smoking casino on deck 4. So actually, my dad and I won. I won like $300, and my dad won like $200. So hey, all my drinks are paid. So that was a plus. The port days, it's definitely worth it. Go in there, explore. It is very touristic. You know, those are port, like people already knows that you're coming and trying to spend money, so they're gonna try to hustle you. I got a ring I didn't want, but they got me. So anyways, it changes colors, but I was not planning on spending this. But hey, anniversary gift, I said. My husband says that he worked at a good price for me, but I bet you anything if I go and buy this ring is like $20, but we pay $175. but he got a good deal from 250, I guess. I mean, it is what it is. You kind of expect that. I'm gonna say, I was so concerned about the port. I knew I wanted to go to Cozumel because of the snorkeling. Is the second biggest natural reef in the world. So I was so excited about that. My son and my husband had the best time. I actually got scared once I got there, so I just kind of poked my head into it and a little fish say hi to me. So that was my day already. But it was good. What I'm gonna say, I was very surprised. I mean, Cozumel was so fast, we didn't get to enjoy it. Like the activities one after the other one. Like I think I sat down for 5 minutes. So it was okay. Not what I was expecting though. I was expecting to be a little bit longer, a little more relaxed. Progreso in Yucatan. Everybody was saying it's an ugly port. Sorry, Progreso. But guess what? That was my favorite port when it comes in, you know, in terms of the food. Oh my gosh, the cochinita pibil tacos. Ooh, that was so great. The drinks, the margaritas were so good. The service was great. Like everybody was just trying to help you. They were not like asking for tips or anything like that. We gave them extra tips, but it was just such a great area. It was like a boutique hotel. The sea or the water was like too crazy for me, so we didn't get in. But little V-Adventurous, he's a fish in the water, so he got in there. We had a little bit issue though. We got a call in the middle of a cruise, so most of the activities that I had planned and I had packed for, we didn't get to do. So that made me very sad because there was a Halloween contest. This was a 80s party, all white silent party that we didn't get to attend. But one thing I will say is I way overpacked, and now I don't even know where the clean clothes are, the dirty clothes are. Like I don't have socks for today. It was a mess. So recommendation, do not overpack. Get one outfit per day, a few bathing suits, and maybe 2 extra outfits. 2 extra. I think I got 2 per day plus customs and elegant day. I just overdid it. So that's one of my regrets because then it's handling too much stuff. When it comes to the parties, I think you should try to do as many as you can. And unfortunately, we were not feeling great, so we had to spend a lot of time in our room, which it was still very comfortable. Jorge and Aaron in our trip did an amazing job. It was all like a show. They tried to teach us Mayan culture, which they did, but it was in a funny kind of way. The original activity that we had planned didn't happen because of the weather, but they compensated with an extra drink, which I'm always good with that. And instead of going to the cenotes, we went to the salt mines, and it was a good thing to do and kind of know more of the culture and eat the best handmade tacos free that I could ever ask for. That was just hit the spot. So overall, guys, does the V-Adventurous family want to do another cruise? I'm already trying to book one. It was so great. I need to make up for the days that we didn't feel good. I don't care where we go. Just the whole experience is great. You have everything in one place. You have everything for everybody. Like, you know, like for adults, like my dad and I liked the casino. My husband and my son were in the ice cream place all the time. My husband wanted to eat like 20 Guy Fieri's burgers, but he's not mad at me that I'm saying this. Might be overreacting a little bit, but the kids have areas for them. Just kind of going out there. My nephew, I think he ate like 20 pizzas. So it was like a place for everybody. We're definitely gonna do another one. We're gonna try to do everything that we didn't get to do on this one. Loved it. Where were the cruise for me? Like, I can't believe I've been spending 41 years of my life without a cruise, but this is the first one, and we're hoping of many. Oh, I almost forgot this. They do this really cute, fun activity where people bring little ducks, you know, those plastic ducks, and hide them throughout the ship, and then you can keep it or you can hit it again, and then little kids and people are just hunting them. It is the coolest little activity. Like, Ceci got like 4. I only found 1, but it was just like a lucky charm. I'm definitely packing ducks for the next one. Let me know if I missed anything. Let us know what do you think about cruising. There's all kinds of people against and, you know, that love them. Thank you so much for watching. Please let us know if you want to see more cruise videos, because you're gonna have to see them though. We're gonna have to do more. But anyways, until next time, don't forget, be adventurous. Vámonos, let's go.
the chili pure.